To the 12 weeks of Christmas. This is week number 5. And in week number 5, let's see what we're up to this week. If I can open it, here are week 5 of Christmas Ideas 2021 hot chocolate gift holder. Actually, the hot chocolate gift holder can be for just about anything, but let's see what I've got in store in the video. Hi everyone, Grey Power 60. Welcome to week 5 of the 12 weeks of Christmas. Now, I'm going to be talking about hot cocoa packs, but I'm not going to make any. I have made some in the past. You can search my channel for that, or you can go on YouTube and search hot cocoa pouches. And there are hundreds of different ways of making them. A few years ago, I made this one that looks like a little book. I had made this one here. See if I can get a close-up for you. My camera's at a weird angle. I think it was Rejoice and Create. She hasn't done any videos in the past year, but I believe it was her that I watched to do this, and I think she was making them for seed packets, but you can make them for hot cocoa packs. There's also a little sleeve here where you can put in a card or a note, whatever. And something like this is a little bit too, I think, too expensive or extreme unless you're going to charge for it to put in a craft fair. But if you want to fill it up and, you know, charge a little bit more, put it in a cellophane bag, etc., have a nice topper and so on, these would probably be, you know, a great thing. But they're great for family gifts and so on. And it could be anything you can put in here, whatever what will fit in here. Hot cocoa. If you have someone who's a gardener, you can put seeds in here, or plants and different things. Anyway, so that was one. Now, I did make one. I had bought these at the dollar store, and I just fell in love with these cards. They're very big, and so I made a cocoa pack out of it. And what I did was I took the card and I cut on the diagonal right here, and with that piece I glued it on the inside so that when you cut that out, there's a backing for it. And then all I did was tape the two sides here, put it together, and add ribbon. And I have a nice little tuck spot here. It's nice and big. And you have the envelope that goes with it. If you want to put it in the envelope, you can always tuck the envelope, and you can stick it inside the envelope if you're going to be mailing it out or sending it out, or you could leave it like that. And you've also got some other tuck spots for other things. You know, that is just something that I wanted to try. But what you can do is when you have, now these, they're only 3 in a pack, so that's expensive. But these other Christmas cards, you can take these Christmas cards, the old ones, the dollar store ones, the cheaper ones, and you can cut them down. So what I did was I just cut it down. I added a little, I think I used my 2-hole punch so that I could tuck things in here. So it can be a hot cocoa pack, it can be almost anything. Then I thought, oh, let's glue it. So I glued it to the envelope. And now I have got another pouch here. I've got a pouch here. And you can use something like that, but you don't have to glue it to the envelope. You can save these envelopes and use them for your journals, for your whatever kind of journals you happen to be doing. And if you want to do something quick and simple that's not going to cost a lot of money, you can take your 8.5 by 11, cut it in half, fold it again in half. You can either cut on the diagonal and glue them together, pop in all the goodies that you want to pop in. You can put a topper on it if you want to, if you happen to want to do them that way. I kind of just made some toppers. But there are so many videos on making hot cocoa packs for your craft fair. And there are so many styles. There are different ones. So I would suggest you do a little bit of a search on those. And for the packaging, you can look at all the different examples that they have. The other thing that they do are these cellophane bags. Now, I bought these at my Pritchard place. It's a store where I buy all my clear bags. And I got, these are 6 by 12, and I got 100 for $8. And I went on Amazon, and they're a bit more expensive. But these are the ones that people make the reindeer hot cocoa or candy or whatever else you can put in these cellophane bags. I know it's glaring and it's a little bit hard. So there's so many ways of creating hot cocoa packs. Now, I have a couple of, not favorites, but ones that I would use for craft fairs and ones that I would use for gifting. And I'll list a few of them below if you'd like to see that in the description. But my suggestion is for you, for whatever you want to use it for, whether it's a craft fair or gift giving, to do a search for hot cocoa pouches on YouTube, and there are so many, and some are recent and some are a few years old, but there are so many things you can put into the pack. There was one that I was watching. It was Scrap-A-World. I think she did it last year, the year before. Let me think now. Maybe it was 2018 or 2019. I'm not sure. But she bought the little mini mason jars, and she showed you how she packaged those up, and they're gorgeous. And she showed you how you put the cocoa in, and the crushed candy cane, the sprinkles if you want. You can put in all kinds of things. Now, I have ordered from Amazon. I'm supposed to be getting them pretty soon. I had ordered some of the wooden spoons. And what I plan on doing is I have some mugs that I'm going to be giving out. And in the mugs, I am going to share that with you in another video later on, how I package it all together. And I want to take the wooden spoons and dip them in chocolate and have a chocolate end. And I know a lot of people use different things. You can use these kind of candy cane. It's just got candy in it for kids if you want to add that to your cocoa pack. You can just stick that in there. You can put in straws, hot cocoa packs, all kinds of different things that you can do. And you can use envelopes. Some of these are pretty flimsy, but some of them are pretty solid. And I know that Lyric Lover 810, or I think she calls herself Lyric Lover Crafts 810, I'm not sure. Amber, she's brilliant for craft fair ideas. So is Dina from Crafts with Dina. They have lots of great craft fair ideas. So I just thought I would come on and share with you just some of the things that you could do. You can use Christmas cards. You can use scrap pieces of paper that you have. And the other thing you can do, if you're making things a little bit for craft fairs. You can also create little toppers, and I love these toppers where I used one of these. I don't have very many dies that I could use, but what I did was I folded the paper in half and I cut it this way so that both sides would open up. And in order to get the circle, I just used an oval and put that through my die cut, and that way I've got a little handle. So if you're making treats, not necessarily this, but if you're making a treat bag of some sort, you can make it so that it has a little handle, and then you just decorate it any way you want. And I think that is a really cool idea. And there are lots of videos as well on YouTube for how to make really cute bag toppers. And you just search bag toppers. So I didn't want to redo what I've already done. I just wanted to share with you some of the ideas, some of the things that you can do. And hot cocoa packs are always a big hit at craft fairs, but they're also great gifts for giving to your family as well, or friends or neighbors or teachers. And I think it was a couple of years, I think it was 2019, I'm not sure, before the pandemic, I had made some hot cocoa packs, but I also included some coffee and tea, and I gave them out to some of the staff here in our apartment because they worked so hard, and I wanted them to know that they were appreciated. So those are the kind of things you can do. Random act of kindness. Don't have to spend a lot of money on these. You can put all kinds of different decorations on it. Just decorate it any way you want, and you don't have to spend a lot of money, and you can make a good return on some of these hot cocoa packs. Anyway, guys, that's all I wanted to share with you today on this week 5 of my 12 weeks of Christmas. And hot cocoa packs are always a big hit at craft fairs, to give to neighbors, to give random act of kindness, and also teachers and family too, and friends, and so on. So that's it for me for today. Sorry it's a short video, but I just wanted to share some ideas with you on what you could do. But there are so many videos out there, so many, and they're so beautifully done so that the tutorial is easy for you to follow. There are some that are a little complicated, but, you know, that's okay too. You know, that's up to you on how much time, on how many of these you're going to be making. And I think that the simpler that you do, the better. And like I say, if you have a lot of cards that are from the dollar store, it's a cheap way. You don't have to add this on. I did that, but you don't have to add that on. But you could just do that, or you can cut it into the corner. I just didn't want to cut the tree off here. But you can do that too. So there's many ways of creating hot cocoa packs. And I'm going to be doing a couple of the, with the cone shape. I'll be doing those for the kids because they love them. They love them every year that I do them. And I'm going to add some extra goodies to them. And maybe when I do a couple of those, I might throw a video on and show you what I've created for my boys. That's it for me for this week. Thanks for joining me. I hope you'll join next week, week 6, when we're going to be doing some more Christmas craft ideas for 2021. This is an all-time favorite. It's something that people do every single year, and it is always a great gift idea to give to your friends, your neighbors, teachers, etc. I'm repeating myself. All right, guys, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again next time. Bye for now.